So now that we have our nicely written tool, we want to do something like back it up to a GitHub repository. And if you've never done this before, you can come over to GitHub and you can sign up for an account. I already have an account, so I can just go ahead and create a new repository. And the repository is going to be called Achilles, just like our tool name. And I'm even going to provide a name, a cybersecurity tool written in Python. And it's going to be public. And we're going to create it. And here we go. And it gives me an option of how to set it up, right? So you'll see that you can create a new repository on the command line. And that's actually what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you step by step how to do this. We are back in our project here, and here's all the files we have. It's not a lot, but it's enough. And we're going to do git init. And you'll see that there's now this directory called git, and this is just stuff to do with how git works. The important thing is we now have git. It's a git repository. And next what we can do is git add, and here it says to do git add readme, but we can actually do more than that. We can do git add a, and that adds everything to a commit that we need to make. So it's staged all these files. And what we can do next is we can do git commit first version of our tool. There we go. So now if we look at the commit, we'll see there it is, a unique hash and my name, my email, and then all this other stuff, the stuff that's in the commit. All right, so then what we can do from this is we can now do a git push once we set our origin here. So we're adding the origin, and this will look differently depending on your account name. And then we do git push. It says set upstream master, so we'll do that. Git push -u. -u is just another version of this. So as you saw, flags often have two versions on the command line. This is the short version, so we'll do. So there we go. Our origin is GitHub, meaning our remote server is GitHub. We have a branch called master there. We have a branch called master locally, and we've set up syncing between the two, and we've pushed our changes from our local to GitHub. And so now if I refresh this page, as if by magic, you should see, there we go. We have a repository. And yeah, you can go and create a README, and it can say something like, oh, look, it picked up those changes by default. See, it even has a nice look to it. So we can just commit that, and we can say readme.md added. And we can commit it. And look at that, we have a nice little project already started. That's pretty nice. That's pretty cool. And there's all kinds of stuff you can do with GitHub if you're interested in it. And sometimes it's good to have code out there on GitHub if you want to be noticed, if you want to be taken seriously by peers and employers. It's a good kind of place to have some representation of your work and what you're capable of. And that's about it for how to take your code and push it to GitHub and start a project there.